Hey, what's up, guys? As promised, my review of Mastering Your Hidden Self, A Guide to the Huna Way by Serge King. This book, you can find it online. I've only found it in paperback, not in Audible. I wanted to get an Audible and an audio version of it. That's like the way that I take knowledge in the best. But I couldn't find it, so instead I had to go into Half Price Books. You can find Half Price Books in America. I don't know if they have something similar in the UK where I'm living right now. I'm gonna wait for these trains. Basically, this book, as the title says, Mastering Your Hidden Self. Your hidden self being your subconscious and your super conscious. But really, it talks a lot more about your subconscious, and how your subconscious affects. I'm sure you already know this already, but for those who don't, your subconscious affects a lot the way you interact with your life. Really, something that this book mentions, and you might have noticed already, is that the subconscious, you have a first thought in your subconscious, and then it filters up into your conscious where you act the thing out. So, let's say I go, I'm hungry. I will know that my conscious won't know that I'm hungry until my subconscious tells me that I'm hungry. So that, let's say my stomach has some kind of feeling, and then my subconscious will tell my conscious, oh, I want to eat this, I'm craving this, da 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 da. So your subconscious also talks about the reasons that you do certain things. Why do I dress like this? Why do I like this hairstyle? Why do I like this type of woman? Why do I like this type of guy? That kind of thing. Why do I go to the gym? Somebody's reason might be like, oh, I want to go to the gym to, get more girls, and then somebody else might be like, yo, I just want to be healthy, I want to live longer, right? But all this is inside of your subconscious, So I opened it up right now just to a random page, page 10. This is in the introduction, so right off the bat, it's really, speaking knowledge, speaking truth. So it's got seven. Is it seven? Let me see. Seven little. So it's got the basic principles, right? It's called the Huna Way. Yeah, the Huna. Huna is a religion that's based in Hawaii, and they actually have a lot of psychological terms for things that Freud. They had these terms way before Freud was even talking about them. They really have upped their game. They've upped their game really. So so right here we've got 7 principles of the Huna Way. 1. The world is what you think it is. This is the cornerstone principle of Huna, and it means that you create your own personal experience of reality through your beliefs, expectations, attitudes, desires, fears, judgments, feelings, and consistent or persistent thoughts and actions. Number 2, there are no limits. There are no real boundaries between you and your body, you and other people, you and the world, you and God. Any division used for discussion are terms of function and convenience. In other words, separation is only a useful illusion. An additional meaning of this principle is that there are an unlimited potential of creativity. You can create in some form or another anything you can conceive. Going on to number 3. I think I'm just gonna brush through these real quick. If you get this book, you will be able to read these paragraphs. It's a short book. It's very doable. It's concise. It gives you knowledge and it gives you principles. It gives you something to hold on to, something to start off with. That's why this is a very good book. It's not the most in depth, but it is in depth enough for you to get an understanding, for you to want to branch out and reach into different books, into different articles, different videos about specific topics that are talked about in this book. Number 3, energy flows where attention goes. Rhyme. Dr. Seuss wrote this shit. Number 4, now is the moment of power. Number 5, to love is to be happy with. Number 6, all power comes from within. I want to read this. I want to read this. As mentioned above, there is no power outside of you because the power of God or the universe works through you in your life. You are the active channel for that power. Your choices and decisions direct it. No other person can have power over you or your destiny unless you decide to let him or her have it. Facts. Number 7. Effectiveness is the measure of truth. And I think that's a really good one. Effectiveness is the measure of truth. Because to find the truth, to live in a reality, it's tough, and it feels like there really is no truth. There is no truth to reality, and once you realize that, when you start measuring, using effectiveness as your form of measuring truth, then your reality will become more real, per se. Yeah, guys, this is my review on Mastering Your Hidden Self. I really recommend this book. Anyone going trying to find in depth. It also talks about some meditation, some specific different kinds of meditations. Most people think meditation is like sitting down and doing nothing and thinking nothing and shutting down the monkey. And yes, that is one form of meditation. But there are many, many forms of meditation. And I think there's like 5 to 10 forms of meditation that this book talks about. One of them is like going into your garden, and the way your garden is, the way it looks, the way it feels, the way it sounds, how the size is a representation of your subconscious. And if you maintain your garden that you just went into in your meditation, you will actually like make certain changes. Like, let's say something is changing you in your garden. Instead of running away, you go towards it and you fight it back, and then that will be manifested into your, this reality that, we call life and that thing. Anyway, yeah, $4.99 half price books. I recommend this. Awesome book. Thanks for watching. Give it a little like if you felt like this gave you adequate knowledge. Subscribe. Share the message. Peace. I love you. You love me back. I know it. There's love. It's abundant. Peace.